Yeah, I think the problem that a lot of the industry faces is its slow adoption to changing consumer behavior. Um, Consumers change our behavior for how we search for a car, buy a car, interact with a business changes very rapidly. And some industries are very quick to adopt those changes. The automotive industry is not one of them. Very slow to adopt those changes. For example, one of the changes that I actually found the industry was fairly good at adopting was 10 years ago. Every dealer, no, very few dealers had websites, or very, very poor ones. A lot of them did quickly pivot and get a website, and they were very focused on getting leads from that website, and trying to get as many form leads and phone calls as possible. That consumer behavior changed about 5 years ago, maybe even more, and dealers have not changed. So consumers now are far less likely to call the dealership or fill out a form when they're in the research phase. Perhaps they'll call the dealership when they're ready to come to the physical location, but during the research phase, they're not likely to contact the dealership. So dealers use a lot of really outdated strategies like not putting prices on
Or
inventory
or
or
that chat box that pops up right away the minute you get to the site. Can I help you?
yeah,
Here, please, right?
pop-ups are one of the most annoying things possible that you can do on a website. But yeah, the dealers do these strategies to try and get more leads when that's not what consumers want anymore. They want information. So if you're a dealer that's holding back the price of your cars with the thought that, hey, if I don't put the price, the customer's going to call me to find out the price, you're sadly mistaken.
Yeah,
That customer is going to say, well, I don't want to work with this business. I'm going to go find five other dealerships that do give me the price,
yeah.
right? So that consumer behavior shifted. We used to all submit leads way back then because the information was so scarce. Now the information is so vast and available, they don't need to call you to ask about the car. They know it comes in leather. They know it has nav. They know it has these things. And if you're not telling them that, they're going to go find somebody else that does.
Yeah.
Um, and then again, that consumer behavior is shifted again with COVID. Um, the more and more people want to do as much of the automotive transaction, as possible online. They want to know what car I want. They want to know what promotions are available, what incentives apply to the car. They want to be able to see if they're approved for financing, all without ever going to the dealership. Some of them even buying the car. They want to be able to buy the car and have the dealer perhaps come to them for a test drive. Like all of these, there's so many other industries that are evolving and helping consumer expectation. Like if you think of, we get Uber or Skip the Dishes or any of these services that all come to us, and Amazon delivers a package in 24 hours. How come I still have to go spend 4 hours on a Saturday at a car dealership, wait the next day to get my car, maybe not be happy with that? It's a very poor process that the dealers slow to evolve with consumer expectations. So I think that's the biggest problem is they're too slow to catch up with what consumers want, and then it creates a very negative experience for the customer.